And saving film criticism on YouTube, here he is. I'm back, bitches. And we're talking about Cocaine Bear. Does anyone even give a shit? I was not going to talk about Cocaine Bear. And you know why? Because who gives a flying fuck about Cocaine Bear, right? This movie is going to be forgotten so fast. And yet, here I am talking about it because I've seen people actually like this. And so I had to come set the record straight. Your boy had to set the record straight because this movie's bad. And let's get into it. Let's just dive right in because Cocaine Bear really doesn't even deserve to be talked about. So I'm going to try and blast through this. Elizabeth Banks, stay in front of the camera. I don't want to see you behind the camera anymore. You're not a good director, and this movie seals the deal. You are a bad director. All of your movies are flat and ugly and boring to look at. Simply put, oh, you got an overhead crane shot? Oh, you got a drone shot? Yeah, people with $5 and a GoPro can get that shot. It's not impressive anymore. You got to do something else instead of eye-level cinematography and shot reverse shot. Okay, see ya. Don't want to see you make another movie. I do not want to see another Elizabeth Banks directed movie, period. The story is about a bear who eats cocaine and goes on a killing rampage. And then some people want to get the cocaine back. And then some other people lose their daughter or her daughter, and they want to get her back. And then some more people want to try to find out the guys that lost the cocaine and get them and put them in prison. And then there's double crosses. And then there's a park ranger who likes a guy and that gets killed. And she gets killed as well. And everybody is just cannon fodder for a bear to kill them. And that's it.
A lot of cocaine was lost. I need you to go and get it.
No, don't eat that, don't eat that.
Let's see what kind of effect that has on you.
The story is awful. There's like 4 stories going on all at once. And the main one that should be the main story, the mom of this daughter who gets kidnapped by a bear. Not sure if that actually happened in real life, but it happens in this movie, and it's stupid. More on that later. That story should have been the main story. And instead, the main story is about Ice Cube's son and the Winter Soldier and their travels and trying to find the cocaine. They're really the best part of the movie, though, so I understand why a chunk of the screen time is devoted to them. But a lot of it is just they walk around and say words to each other, and then they move the scene along.
Higher, baby.
Oh, shit.
Get higher, baby.
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with a man forever.
A lot of them, you could just scramble around and not much would change. Like a good chunk, probably half of their scenes, is them just walking around the woods with a kid and they say, oh, this guy doesn't like talking. This guy's got to play 20 questions. This guy's got to do this. Ugh. It's just boring. It's just not good filmmaking because it's just not moving the story along at all. It's poor screenwriting. And then you cut from that bad screenwriting to the mom of a kidnapped kid. The bear kidnapped the kid, remember? And you know what their scenes are? She's walking around with a kid and they're doing the same type of thing. They're just walking. They're just walking in the woods, doing nothing. And then when you cut from one of those 2 subplots, then you cut to the bear who just mauls random people. And you don't care about any of them because you don't know any of them. The only people you actually know are the park rangers and a couple of the kids that get mauled in the park ranger building, which is probably the best sequence in the movie. When the bear just comes and kills everybody. And there's a fun little part when the kids think the park ranger is talking about Ice Cube's son being deranged. She's like, that's so he's deranged. And they're like, yeah, he is. And there's kind of a fun little back and forth with that, I guess. And then it's the bear, and the bear kills them. And then the ambulance shows up, and then the ambulance guys are all weird and quirky for no good reason. Why is everyone in this weird and quirky, Elizabeth? Make people with, personalities, not just people that get murdered. The only guy that has any kind of a personality or a backstory is the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. He's the only one who has an interesting story. He's the son of this cocaine boss and doesn't want to be in the game anymore because his wife died and his son is being cared for by his dad. It's like the only thing interesting character-wise in this movie. Everyone else is just a flat line. And then the comedy, dude. Woo, it's borderline Deadpool. It's not quite fourth wall breaking, but it's borderline Deadpool. And I hate Deadpool. I hate Deadpool comedy, especially Deadpool 2 comedy. That shit's lazy.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
And this is lazy comedy. It's, oh, cocaine's on me. The bear's gonna get me. Oh, isn't this silly? This is such a crazy situation. Oh, this lady flew out of the ambulance and her face smashed on the ground. Isn't it such a crazy, zany situation? And I was like, it's all CG, though. So what's funny? People did this with a Computron. So what's funny? I mean, this whole movie is lazy. Everything about it is just the epitome of laziness. The direction is lazy, as we've talked about. The character writing is lazy. The story is lazy. The structure is lazy. The screenplay is just lazy. It's just like if I was sitting on my bed and shat out a screenplay in 20 minutes and in the first draft. Here it is, whatever. It's about a bear that did cocaine, and that's the premise, and that's the hook, and that's the sinker. We don't do anything with anything else because a bear did cocaine. Isn't that so quirky and silly? Isn't it so crazy? And then at the end, they try to have this weird this weird melodramatic moment where the bear almost gets killed, and it plays sad violin music as if the bear didn't murder everybody up until this point. Oh, so lazy. I don't feel bad for a bear that ripped a guy's face off. Yeah, okay. She got shot by a cocaine dealer who's not a good guy either, but I like Ray Liotta way more than I like a bear that did cocaine. I said, yeah, shoot that bear. Oh no, the pups are sad. Don't play me like this, Elizabeth. Don't play me like this. The third act is trash, but the guy that did cocaine is bad, and he got killed, so that's good. I hate this movie. I really do. I give it a 3. This movie's trash. It's lazy city. It's boring. It's stupid. It's long. It's annoying. And I hated sitting through it. And it's already leaving my brain, which is why I needed to do this ASAP and as quickly as possible because I don't remember much about it. Because I won't remember much about it in another week. I'll remember, it's like a girl in it. Ice Cube's son got stabbed and shot. He fell over. There's a bear that did cocaine, obviously. And then there's like other littler bears, and they also do cocaine. And there's a mom, and she walks around in the woods. And then there are other guys, they walk in the woods too.